PFL 3 2024 regular season. Let's break down this fight. Before I start breaking down the fight, I just want to mention that I've been killing it in the PFL so far. I find it even easier than the UFC because you have a lot of fighters where one fighter is just so much better. And I really like this card. I have 3 bets I want to make. I have a safety parlay I want to tell you about at the end of the video. But before we start, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. Now let's start with the first fight. We got Romain the Bane and Todd Jean. Personally, this is not something I'm gonna bet on. Both of the fighters are not really that proved, I would say. We got Todd Jean, who's coming in undefeated. He has 6 wins, 0 losses. He has heavy hands. He's like a striker. He's a good striker. I guess he's a better striker compared to Romain. And you know what? I'm not going to bet this fight. I'm just saying that Todd Jean, in my opinion, is going to win. I think he's the better striker with the heavier hands. So he's my pick. Next fight, we got Tyler Diamond and Otto Rodriguez. Otto Rodriguez is a grappler. Tyler Diamond is a striker. But Otto Rodriguez is a much better grappler. Like, the levels are different. When it comes to the grappling, we got a person who already lost two times by submission, both in the second round. Sorry, 1 sub in the second round. He lost 1 time in the second round. I think Otto Rodriguez can win if he manages to take it if he manages to take down Tyler. It's Otto Rodriguez all day. But if it stays standing and Tyler can manage to keep the fight standing, then it's Tyler Diamond. Next one, we got Don Madge and Brennan Ward. I actually like, some of the fighters coming from South Africa are really good. Don Madge, he has 2 losses by TKO in the third one, 1 submission. He had 2 wins in the UFC, which is interesting. He won against T. Edwards and Fares Ziam long time ago, 2019. He didn't fight a lot. Like, his last fight was in 2022 against Raush Manfio, who knocked him out. I'll say that Brennan Ward can win. This is a stay away from me 100%. I just think that he has more experience. He's the more active fighter. He has heavy hands as well. His last fight against Storley, Storley just managed to keep taking him down and putting on the pressure. I don't see Don Madge doing that. So give me Ward to win. Next fight, we got Morad Ramazanov and Loreno Starapuli. And this is one fight that I really did the tape work on just because I want to bet on this fight. When it comes to who's going to win, it's Morad Ramazanov all day, in my opinion. Some of the last competition Loreno fought are not the best, not impressive in any way. And in the UFC, he kept losing. But if you look at who he lost to Muslim Salikov, that's okay. Tim Means okay. Roman Dolidze okay. Jamie Pickett okay. Jamie Pickett, it doesn't age well. But what I was interested in is watching his fight against Roman Dolidze, because in his fight against Roman Dolidze, he was controlled most of the fight. He couldn't really, use his striking, which is his best weapon. Now he's fighting against a guy who's a very good grappler, very heavy Dagestani-style wrestler. I don't see Morad Ramazanov winning by knockout, by finish, because Starapuli is he's a He's durable and he has a good takedown defense, I'd say. Like, he's gonna get taken down, but he's gonna go up and gonna get taken down again. So my pick here would be the over 2.5. I like the over 2.5. You get really good value here for 1.77. And for Murad Ramazanov to win 118, I don't like it. So give me the over 2.5 on this fight. Next one, we got another really good fight. We got Timur Kiziriev and Brett Jones. I really like Brett Jones, but it's a bad stylistic matchup for him. Kiziriev is, again, a very heavy Dagestani wrestler. And when you look at Brett Jones, like, his fight, one of the fights, his last fight that he lost to was to Dani Sabateo, who's a really good wrestler. And if you're gonna look at his entire resume, he lost to Aljamain Sterling, which is another really good wrestler. He also lost to Perio Munoz. We're gonna put that aside, but he lost to Sterling and Sabateo, which both are really good wrestlers. Now, I don't think that Kizriev can finish him, but I do like Kizriev to win by decision. I think he has all the tools to control Brett Jones most of the fight. And the over 2.5 is also, it's also a good option. I think it's even better than choosing Kizriev just because Brett Jones is a good fighter. He is a dangerous fighter. I just don't think this is a good stylistic matchup for him. So give me Kizriev to win by decision. Next one, we got Adam Boric and Enrique Barzola. Both fighters are good. I like both of them. I just think that Boric is better everywhere. He has the better striking and also the better grappling. Barzola is a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. I like him as a fighter. I just think that Boric is a bit better. So I'm picking Boric, but I would say this is probably going to go over as well. Enrique Barzola is very durable. So yeah, I'm over 2.5 is probably going to be interesting. So we got 178 for Boric, which is a good value. Probably better than the over 2.5. So yeah, Boric would be the pick. Next one, we got Boba Jenkins and Kai Kamaka. I like Jenkins here. I think he can win by submission. He's the bigger fighter. He's a really good grappler. And it's a bad stylistic matchup for Kamaka. Boba Jenkins is a bad man, especially with his grappling. I see him just taking down Kamaka and submitting him, probably first round or second round. Kamaka is, although he's a good striker, he doesn't have a lot of knockout finishes. He has only one knockout finish in the third round. So I just don't see him winning here. I don't see him knocking out Jenkins, which is probably going to be his only pathway to victory. So give me Jenkins to win by submission. Next fight, we got a rematch. Goiti Yamauchi and Neiman Gracie. He already won against Gracie. He knocked him out, uppercut. He's the much better striker, right? Gracie, we know he's a grappler. He's mainly a grappler. But even if he managed to take down Yamauchi, I don't see him submitting Yamauchi. Yamauchi is a good grappler on his own. But when it comes to the striking, Gracie compared to Yamauchi is a fish out of water. So I'm picking Yamauchi to win again. Not the greatest line, but it's probably a safe pick. Next fight, we got Gabriel Alves Braga against Justin Gonzalez. Braga is coming back after he lost to Jesus Penedo. And I would pick Braga here, but I've done some tape work, and in his fight against Chris Wade, which he won by split decision, he was taken down quite easily by Wade. He was taken down. There was a very close submission attempt by Wade. And Justin Gonzalez is a good grappler. He has good control. Okay, he can take down Alves Braga and just keep him there. So, and he's also very durable. So I don't see Braga finishing him, but I don't know if he can win. I would say that if I have to pick one, I would say that this is Braga by decision. With that being said, I would like the over 2.5 here as well. Although the line is moving towards Braga, I don't know why. Another thing about Braga, like his father was murdered, and his last fight was 4 months ago, 3 weeks ago. Mentally, I don't know how he is. Like, losing your father is a very hard thing to go through, and I don't know where he's gonna be mentally. I don't know if he even trained during that time. So he's a young man, you know. It's probably wasn't an easy period of time for him. So how would that affect him during the fight? I don't know. Too many problems here in picking Braga. Money line, so I'm just gonna say the over could be good, but I'm probably gonna stay away. There's better value bets in this fight, in this card. Logan Storley and Shamil Mosaev. I like Storley here. It's not gonna be an easy fight. Shamil Mosaev is a really good fighter, undefeated, 16-0, with one draw, one decision majority. But man, like, the only guy that Storley lost to was Amosov, who's a very good fighter on his own, other than his last fight. I'm picking Storley to win. I just think that the grappling pressure is the better grappler. His takedowns are gonna be there. His pressure is gonna be there all 3 rounds. I'm picking Storley to win by decision. And we got the next fight, co-main. We get Pedro against Brandon Loughran. This is Brandon all day. Pedro Carvalho is not that good of a fighter, especially in the striking department. I see Brandon winning by knockout first round. This is a good parlay piece if you want to add it. Brandon by knockout, I like it. And the main event, we got Andrei Koreshkov and Magomed Umalatov. I like Magomed here. I think he's gonna win by knockout. He should have fought for the belt against the other Magomed, but that didn't happen. I see him knocking out Andrei Koreshkov. He got knocked out in the past. Umalatov is I would say he's a very good fighter overall. Like, he's good everywhere. He has good takedowns. He has good takedown defense. He has really good striking. He can win probably by knockout or decision. That's my pick. Anyway, guys, very quick breakdown, to the point. Now let's talk about the safety parlay. So my safety parlay would be taking the over 2.5 rounds on the fight against Staropoli and Ramazanov. I like the over 2.5 rounds here, and I like the over 2.5 rounds in the fight between Jones and Kizriev. That's the safety parlay. Over 2.5 here, over 2.5 here. Now, if you want to go a bit crazier, I like the over 2.5 rounds here. I like Kizriev to win, and I like Baba Jenkins to win. So Baba Jenkins money line, Kizriev money line, and the over 2.5 rounds for Ramazanov and Staropoli. That's my 2 parlays that I'm probably gonna play. And that's it, guys. If you enjoyed the content, if you appreciate the parlays, the information, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.